Bankai! The Bankai that appears in Bleach is the second stage of the Zanpakuto, and that only selected Soul Reapers can reach. In the series, Soul Reapers can use the Bankai to ward off incoming danger. But which of these Bankai is the strongest? So, this time, I'd like to present you the Bankai Strength Ranking. Now, which strongest Bankai do you think is in the ranking? Please stay with us till the end. 6th place, White Haze Punishment, Haka no Togame. The White Haze Punishment is the Bankai of Kuchiki Rukia, who became the 13th captain at the epilogue of the story. The White Haze Punishment, with the release of the ability, froze a wide area instantaneously with cold air that exceeds the sky, and has the powerful ability to smash one's enemies into pieces. However, while it has powerful abilities, it's also a risky Bankai. Both the sky and Bankai would cause Rukia's body temperature to drop drastically, so it also has a restricted activation time limit. If you don't take the time to deactivate either ability, your body tissue will crumble. Due to such accompanied risk, we cannot call White Haze Punishment the strongest Bankai, but Sleeves of White Snow, the sky, is also the most beautiful Zanpakuto in the Soul Society, as it is pure white from the Suba to the head and body. When the Bankai, White Haze Punishment, is activated, both the Zanpakuto and Rukia herself are transformed into a beautiful pure white figure, like a nice statue. And this beauty, together with the difficulty in controlling the ability, it is an unrivaled Bankai that reflects the finesse of Rukia herself. 5th place, Konjiki Ashiogi Jizo, Divine Leg Cutting Jizo. The Divine Leg Cutting Jizo is the Bankai of the captain of the 12 Squad and the director of the Shinigami Research and Development Institute, Kurotsuchi Mayuri. Kurotsuchi Mayuri, the owner of the Sky Leg Cutting Guardian, is a mad scientist that reconstructed even his own body. Even his Sky and Bankai are altered renditions. The Bankai Divine Leg Cutting Jizo has the ability to change into the form of a giant baby with the release of its abilities, spreading lethal poison and crushing enemies with its huge body. Furthermore, with Mayuri's signature modifications, the Divine Leg Cutting Jizo will self-destruct if it disobeys its master, and has an ability called Demonic Recumbent Womb, where with the new function, it can create new abilities based on the information it receives from Mayuri during battle. With the power of science, he certainly has succeeded in gaining a fighting ability greater than his own physical ability. Mayuri's subordinate, Akon, also testified that this was one of the reasons why Mayuri was able to reach the position of a captain. A Bankai that continues to evolve with Mayuri's modification, this can be said to be one of the strongest Bankai due to its great growth potential. 4th place, Kanon Biraki Benihime Aratame, Open Red Princess Neo. Open Red Princess Neo is the Bankai of Urahara Kisuke, former captain of the 12th Squad and the first director of the Shinigami Research and Development Institute. With the activation of the ability, a huge goddess statue appears behind Urahara, transforming anything it touches. Its abilities are typical of the inventor, Urahara. The scope of its ability is not limited to objects and the human body. It can even transform space. In the series, he has performed godlike feats, like restructuring his blind eye and regaining his sight back, as well as rebuilding damaged organs to make them as good as new. By the way, Urahara did not learn the Bankai by regular means, but rather by using a tool he created to materialize the Zanpakuto, which is necessary for a Soul Reaper to learn the Bankai. Because of this, it's very likely that Urahara, who is a better scientist than Kurotsuchi Mayuri, has also modified his Bankai. Also, if Urahara has actually created the original demon arts with his secretive personality, it is quite possible that Open Red Princess Neo has other hidden abilities. 3rd place, Shirafude Ichimonji, White Brush, One Written Character. The White Brush, One Written Character, is the Bankai of Yosube Ichibe, the leader of the Zero Division. The ability that he possesses is that he can take an object that has been painted black by the sky, One Written Character, carve a new name in white letters using the Bankai, White Brush, One Written Character, to make the target have the same characteristics as that name. In the battle with Yuhabaha, he gave the name Black Ant to Yuhabaha in order to weaken him. If you look at the ability alone, you can see that it has the power to be considered the strongest Bankai, but Yuhabaha nullified this ability with his ability to alter the future, which means that there is plenty of room to take advantage of. We can't deny the possibility that the ability can be rewritten by Urahara's Open Red Princess Neo, or be stopped by Rukia's White Haze punishment, since Hyosube Ichibe is the person who gave names to all the things and events in the Soul Society, and also has enough creativity to naming objects. With the White Brush One written character, the strength of White Brush One written character may be due to this Hyosube Ichibe himself. Second place, Daiguren Hyorinmaru, Great Roaring Coldly Shining Moon. The Great Roaring Coldly Shining Moon is the Bankai of Hitsugaya Toshiro, a child prodigy and the youngest person ever to be selected for the rank of a captain. Great Roaring Coldly Shining Moon is highly acclaimed to be the strongest ice-type Bankai. It's characterized by its ability to freely manipulate the ice it generates, and its powerful ability to affect even the weather. In the first half of the work, due to Hitsugaya's young age, his weakness lied in the activation time limit, where it was restricted until all the ice flowers that bloomed behind him had scattered. However, he was able to temporarily age himself through training and was able to continue activating his Bankai even after the flowers behind him had scattered. Eventually, he was able to release his true Great Roaring Coldly Shining Moon, which could freeze all of the earth, water, fire, and wind in the space he stepped on within 4 steps. It's so immensely powerful that it stops the functions of all matter, including abilities. Perhaps powerful Bankai such as Urahara's Open Red Princess Neo and Hyosube Ichibe's White Brush One written character could also be disabled. First place, Blade of Ember, Zanka no Tachi. Blade of Ember is the Bankai of Yamamoto Genryusai Shigekuni, Captain Commander of the whole division. When the Bankai Blade of Ember is activated, flames previously produced by the sky are absorbed into the blade, turning its appearance into a poor-looking burnt Zanpakuto. The Blade of Ember's 4 techniques, named after the East, West, South, and North. Higashi Kyokujitsujin, East, Rising Sun Blade. All of the heat from the flame of flowing blade young flame is concentrated on a single strand on the tip of the blade to the utmost limit, wiping out anything it touches without a trace. Nishi Zanjitsu Gokui West, Sunset Hellrobe. An ultra-dense spiritual pressure emanating from Genryusai himself that becomes an armor that annihilates anything that approaches him. Minami Kaka Jumanokushi Daisojin, South, Trillion Flame Great Corpse Formation. Genryusai rouses all the people he has killed, resurrecting them as pitch-black skeletons and attack whomever he deems as his enemy until they become dust. Kita Tenchi Kaijin North, the world reduced to ashes. The sword slashes sideways, obliterating anything that's on the extended range of the blade. Each boasts immense offensive power. Furthermore, it's said that activating Blade of Ember for too long can put the entire Soul Society in danger. In the series, even Hyorinmaru, the strongest of the ice type, was said to be unusable. However, since the Great Roaring Coldly Shining Moon was not in its full form at this time, if a confrontation with the completed Great Roaring Coldly Shining Moon takes place, we think it will be a very good match. That's all for our Bankai strength rankings. Did the strongest Bankai you thought of appear in this list? There are several number of candidates for being the strongest, such as the Golden Child Dance Troupe of Otoribashi Rojuro, the captain of the 3rd Division, 1st Division's Kyoraku Shunsui's Bones of Heavenly Blooming Madness, Withering Pine Lover's Suicide. In addition, if the novel version is included, the 7th generation of 11th Division Captain Kuriyashiki Kenpachi's Corridor of Hungering Music, Gagaku Kairo, and also the 8th generation 11th Division Captain Azashiro Kenpachi's Rain and Dew Pomegranate, Urozakuro, their evaluation would probably be very different depending on the strength of the user and the opponent. We'd love it if you'd comment on what your personal Bankai rankings are. We sequentially upload amazing insights and rankings on this channel. Make sure you don't miss anything by subscribing to our channel.